Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. As he walked through the stretched, endless, and dry wilderness, he sighted something out of this world, something beyond human understanding, something extraterrestrial and alien. He decided to move closer, his heart pounding against his chest, the air thick with silence, but for the bleating of the flock. Moses, a man cast into exile, had long become part of the desolation. His days, spent among sheep, were marked by solitude in the lands of Sinai. Up ahead, Moses saw a glimmer of light, not from the sun, but something more fierce, something blazing among the barren brush. As he approached, he felt a pull he could not resist, and there, before him, was a bush burning wildly, but without being consumed. The flames leaped and twisted, bright with a radiance that cast long shadows across the rocks. Moses stepped closer, his eyes wide with awe and fear. How could this be? The bush remained intact, its branches untouched by the fire, its leaves as green as if no flame had ever touched them. Then, from within the heart of the fire, a voice boomed, powerful and resonant, shaking the air and rooting Moses to the ground.
Moses, Moses.
Moses fell to his knees, his body trembling. He could feel the heat, not from the fire alone, but from the presence that filled the air around him, pressing upon him. He managed to stammer, "Here I am." "Do not come any closer," the voice commanded. "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground." With shaking hands, Moses slipped off his sandals, his forehead nearly to the ground. The voice continued, and Moses felt every word like the beat of a drum in his chest. "I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." At this, Moses hid his face. He could not bear to look upon the presence. "I have seen the suffering of my people in Egypt," the voice said, filled with sorrow and wrath. "I have heard their cries under the weight of their oppressors. I know their suffering, and I have come to deliver them from bondage. I will bring them to a land flowing with milk and honey, a place of freedom, and you, Moses, shall be the one to lead them." A tremor of shock passed through Moses. He, a fugitive shepherd, lead his people to freedom? He tried to speak, but his voice was little more than a whisper. "Who am I, that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" "I will be with you," the voice proclaimed, its assurance like a balm to Moses' trembling heart. "When you have brought the people out, you will worship me on this mountain. This shall be the sign." The fire seemed to burn brighter, and Moses could feel its warmth on his skin. But a knot of doubt lay heavy within him. "If I go to the Israelites and say, 'The God of your fathers has sent me,' and they ask, 'What is his name?' what shall I tell them?" The voice thundered with a power that seemed to shake the earth itself.
"I am who I am. Tell them, I am, has sent me to you. This is my name forever, the name you shall remember for all generations."
Moses bowed, his mind reeling with the weight of the mission. His doubts did not vanish, but within him he felt the first spark of purpose, a fire lit by the very flames before him. The God of his fathers had called him, chosen him. He could not refuse.